Only in a land where wars raged for 1,000 years could enough ash fall to bury a dragon the size of an island. The dreaming dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there's another place I would visit first. I'm told the Convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Gentellet, may have information of use to us. Ah, but mayhap you are not familiar with that name either. Convictors are dragon slayers after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these Convictors then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Alright. No ice nose. We're still on the heretics trail. Wow, going to a new area. Still have so much of this zone to explore. So look at our black chocobo. It's no Leokobo, but it's pretty cool. Luna's laying on the spacebar, so I can't jump right now. Or press like half the keys on the right side of the keyboard. How do I get up there? Go around this way? Maybe. This the place? Gentellet. Well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the steam rank of the Convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lass looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. Give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? Be not so quick to judge. I've seen this frail youth fell heretics with the flick of his wrist. And I cannot read right now, sorry. Luna. I need you to move, baby. I'm sorry. This is too hard. Oh, jeez. And who, by the fury, that armor... that lance. The Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Gentellet, leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. Yeah. But meat mouth. He was very unimpressed. And then he was very embarrassed. Luna, please. Oh, baby. I'm sorry. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Gentellet. Oh, I already read that. Right? I mean, Alphino's in pretty good company there. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp? Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be, somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you. We shall. Yuki, Estinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. Alright. Split up! Go team! Tell it once you'd experienced firsthand what life is like and victory is like. I remember you. How could I forget? We just talked 10 seconds ago. You're the last who was in the Azure Dragoon's company. Since you're here anyway, perhaps you might like to try your hand at the spot of hunting before you depart. See for yourself what life is like for us convictors. The Dravanian horde is stronger than you might expect. Unless you've been at it for years like I have. I think it prudent to start with something simple and then work your way up to dragons. I suggest rooms. Slay 3 of those, then come back here. Consider it a warm-up. And what do you have for me? Cowards, all of you. Have you no shame at all? Oh, I beg your... Wait, are you not Mistress Oshifern? Honored ward of House Fortin? Praise Halone, surely you will consider my request. Know you the Dusk Vigil? Westernmost of the Citadel watchtowers built to warn of the horde's approach? It was lost following the calamity. Another victim of the snows. Within the ruins lies a priceless treasure which must needs be reclaimed. I thought to enlist the services of these so-called dragon slayers. It seems their courage is not as boundless as they would have you believe. But you, madam, you are not one to shy away from danger. Am I right? Uh-huh. Very good indeed. There is a sculpture of the Fury within the Dusk Vigil Chapel. An ice rundle is set in its helm. I would have you prize it free and deliver it to me. The vigil is not difficult to find. Simply head north towards Banepool until you come to the gates. Knights may bar your passage, but should you explain who you are, they will grant you leave to enter. Alphino is eager to get information on the heretics. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can, Leoki. What you know? Nay, I know of no heretics. You honestly expect me to keep track of every Ratamu, Vrymant, and Bertranet that wanders in and out of camp? I don't know any of those words. Are there heretics in the area? I've not the faintest idea. Why, a heretic passed under my very nose, and I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear lady. The big ones. Forever do I scan the skies for signs of my prey. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. This guy's a little, stuck up. I may have erred in seeking the wisdom of these whelps. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Pirquet or someone? I've enough trouble keeping these preening fops fed and clothed as it is. It is no business of mine what folks do with themselves out there in the wild. Our last hope. Smut, I can help you. Summit, I can help you with, milady. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself. But that ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We would be grateful for any information you can share with us. Gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. But please, my lord. I'm Pirquet, a soldier by trade, though not much of one if I'm honest. It weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took up the spear, see. No, it was an order of Sir Gentellet's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of lowborn lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. Once they've got to thinking how unfair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbed down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. If that's so, why then, I am minded to start a fire. That was an awful lot of explanation. Oh, hi. Just happened to see that. It was a very large backstory for go light a fire. Look at all the Aether Current quests. Want to help out, do you? Well, there's plenty that needs doing. Killing besides. Sure you've noticed that dragons aren't the only thing we have to contend with out here. Take the polar bears, for example. They come here looking for an easy meal, drawn by the smell of our cook fires, and then raid our stores. Think you could thin their numbers a little? Killing 4 show them should suffice. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. Got a lot of quests. Uh-oh, it's Ice Nose! Purple flame, purple flame. If we are to lure our foes to our position, then we must find some means of producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard the tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. You are a monster hunter of some note, are you not, Leoki? It should prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alphino, you and I shall gather wood for the fire. Aye, it will take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. Alright. Now it's time for Leoki to do what he does best. Got stuff to do. Oh, polar bear! Oops. I realize I was... Dang it! Keep jumping off the edge! Why are there so many cliffs? No! Okay. Oh. Crazy to me how there are just vicious polar bears here, and they're like only the like 3rd or 4th biggest threat in the area. things. Alright, let's find some yak hides. Gonna make purple fire. Magic. Thought I had to jump ready. It's like the saddest thing as a dragoon. When you jump out, and then want to jump back in, and then you don't have a jump. Just have to, like, sadly, slowly walk back. Like, I'm still here. Don't forget about me. Alright. We're not going back there. We're going this way. I can't jump. Oh, let's run around this way. This terrain is hard to navigate. Oh, it's the last one we need. Alright, hanging in there. There's a lot of random fighting. You're ready to light a fire. Is it up here? Yay, let's go. No. Don't want to fight you. Tune while it's stunned. Thank you, Lyokobo. Just where... Is it up here? Oh, I think it is up here. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at directions. Okay. No, I can't get back up. Oh, this is the ash pool. Interesting. I did not notice. Poor Lyokobo. Still fighting. Wait, how did I get up here? Oh, Alpha Noah and Estinian just watched us do all that. We ran up here, attuned to the Aetherite, jumped off the cliff, ran all the way around, and they're just standing there with all the firewood, rolling their eyes. I left Ishgard on a mission of noble purpose. Now here I am scrabbling for sticks in the snow. How could my hands be at once so numb yet so sore? To would seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alphino. His must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need? Yak hides! Not yet. That's for sure. Wow, it is purple. It's a very narrow pillar of flame.
Ah, I should have known it would be you.
Ice nose! Oh my goodness. I'm excited. Get to talk to her again. She came herself. That's a direct recruitment policy.
Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
She didn't attack us right away. That's at least a good start. I mean, should be direct, right? We want to stop Nidhogg's attack. It's ultimately our end goal. And go with that. We wish to stop Nidhogg's attack on Ishgard.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest.
Tell us.
Shall I relate it to you?
Oh, you are.
The sordid
Okay.
history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress.
We're gonna get backstory.
'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elizan tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home.
You're getting your answer.
Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva.
The original Shiva.
While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm Hraesvelgar, in particular, so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster.
Okay, so they just came to Kurthas and, like, invaded the dragon's homeland? That's basically what it said.
In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elizan is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity.
Sorry, what? I don't think that's how that works. That is crazy.
Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgar ultimately gave in to her
What?
plea,
He
and
ate
soon
her?
thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that
Interesting.
followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day. Had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen.
Okay, I was starting to wonder. It's like, where does the war part come back in?
It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted.
A dragon's eye. So that apparently was the case.
Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
I mean, they did rip out his eye and steal it from him. Yeah, I can see why the Holy See keeps this a secret and is trying to kill Iceheart now. Dude. Thornton seems like trouble. He's already super sketch and up to something. Now they end up actually being the aggressors here. Whew. This is definitely getting a little more complicated. It's hard to blame Nidhogg. 1,000 years is a long time, but I guess when you're immortal, it's all relative, right?
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
It's Nidhogg's eye!
Good gods!
He just has it with him.
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
That is crazy that he stole it and has just had it with him this entire time. This thing that is so powerful. I'm not sure. I think we've only heard of one eye. I don't think they ever said that they ripped out both of his eyes, but also don't always pay the closest attention. But yeah, I think it's just the one, because there's always only been one Azure Dragoon, right? And it was the eye that kind of chose the Azure Dragoon. Pele, what do you want, baby? You don't need to come over here. So yeah, I think it's just the one. Oh, please. Yeah, that is so crazy. Nidhogg's eye is just right there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
That is a fair point.
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels. And the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
It's like some Harry Potter thing. Wasn't there like a Harry Potter... I forget the name of it. But didn't like Voldemort and Harry have some like psychic connection? Because... I don't even remember the reasons or why. I don't know. Like a little worried that Nidhogg can still like see through the eye or something and is just listening in on us. It's not, I don't know. I'm not super comfortable. Yeah, I think that was it. I wasn't sure if there was another object or if it was just because he was the Horcrux, but yeah, they had some connection that they could see each other's visions. But yeah, I don't know. If Fastidian can see and feel what Nidhogg sees and feels, I feel like that might go the other way. It's a little concerning.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
Alphino, ever the diplomat.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him.
Iceheart! Yay! Are we working together? Are we BFFs?
Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Having this all happen in like the middle of a blizzard is so cool. Oh. Wait. We didn't... That didn't look like we fainted. Wait. Our blessing of light is turning back on? What? What was that? I'm so confused as well. Yeah, was that Midgard somewhere? Didn't say anything to us. He hasn't appeared.
Is autumn mist, my friend?
That was weird.
I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Right. Oh. Midgard somewhere?
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were.
Are we unlocking the blessing even though he's still blocking it?
Grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
Okay, so that was not Midgard Sommer doing something. So somehow the blessing of light is reactivating? That's fascinating. Huh. Quest complete. Whew. That was a lot. Okay. Journey to the homeland of dragons, Leoki. The scholar within me burns to see the sights I have but read about, as does the child within me, I confess. Be on your guard, warrior of light. The mistress of the heretics is our guide. We may yet find that we are being led to our graves. Wow! She's right here! We're friends! We're friends with the primal! Ice nose in the flesh. You are Leoki, yes. Pray address me as Ysael if you wish. It's passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus. Never did I think to walk alongside the warrior of light. But history is full of unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way to Dravania, then? The chill of the western highlands is unrelenting. I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. I love this zone. They like really nailed this just like snow desolate landscape. Just the fog and snow. It's crazy. Right. Were you wanting to wrap up soon? This might be a good place. Just finished in this zone. I don't want to think about that. Okay, sounds good. I'll probably have finished the Aether Currents. Maybe we can get flying in this zone. Forget. 4 quests. Yeah, so if I do this last quest, we can unlock flying in this zone. But yeah, if you want to head out, that is totally fine. Yeah, this was an exciting day. Oh, I think I have all the exploration ones. It said the compass didn't detect any. I think I just have... I don't... Oh, it's probably... There are... I did this the first time, because I had no idea how this worked. But they're like green... They're like enemies. They're like wind sprites, I think are the name. Or yeah, like ice sprites. And they definitely look like Aether Currents. I absolutely have done that many times. What's this? A ward of House Fortin wishes to enter the Dusk Vigil. You are aware that the ruins are infested with wild beasts, and gods only know what else, are you not? But just the other day, one of the convictors claimed to have seen a massive winged beast. Not a dragon, mind. Something altogether different. But far be it from me to deny that esteemed personage the opportunity to kill herself in new and exciting ways. We go on ahead. Dusk Vigil now exists. Oh, do I have to do the dungeon? Oh, okay. Well, I'll probably do that one off stream. Apparently, I have to do a dungeon for that. So 20 minutes is a little bit much for one Aether Current. Yeah. Right? Little like ice sprite, just like, let me attune to you. Let me attune. Just like trying to like understand how the winds blow. It's just like spitting out ice cubes. That's our warrior of light. Savior of the realm. Alright. Turn in these quests. And like still... I feel like the pacing of this expansion has been so much better already. I don't feel like anything really dragged on. Like, maybe this camp wasn't the most interesting part, but kinda worked. Yeah, poor Estinian. It's like, this is the guy who took my place. And yeah, we're already partnered up with Ice Nose. That's exciting. Oh, well, you're certainly more reliable than any lordling I've ever met. They've only got eyes for dragons, even though I tell them time and again that if no one sees to those bears, there'll be nary a scrap to eat. Do they listen? I dare say everyone around here could stand to be a little more like you. I said you'd be compensated, and I'm true to my word. Trust you'll consider this fair remuneration for your efforts. Ooh. Coffee! Triple cream coffee. Freshly roasted ground coffee beans percolated to perfection and mixed with an equal amount of thick dairy cream. Coffee would be good out in the snow. Good work, lass. Clearly the Azure Dragoons are to travel with mere amateurs. Sounds like those rooms barely put up enough of a fight to be considered a proper warm-up. Clearly know what you're doing. You want to try your hand at hunting down some dragons? Speak with me again sometime. Alright. There we go! Next time we are off to the Dravanian Forelands.